right, Slap Recon here. I'm here to do a quick video. I know I've been real busy. I have a lot of things going on, and Taylor and Tony have been they're the ones that are gonna try to start running this Explain Strange podcast. They're doing a good job. And then I knew that we were gonna get heavily booked, but at the same time, I'm meeting with people for my Slap Recon YouTube page. So I'm lining up guests for that, going out to check what they got, what they want me to see and whatnot. So I'm trying to line those up, and then I got to go out and do those. We got a lot of podcasts that are getting lined up. Tony Taylor has his things going on, and he's available on certain days. And Slap Recon has just not been available, and trying to squeeze in when I can. But I'm going to tell you the requirements. This is all about requirements, or the expectations of what we're looking for in a podcast co-host. Okay? So I know people have asked me, that everybody wants to know. So I'm going to lay it down right here, and that's what this video is going to do. So just stand by and...
Je vous salue Marie, pleine de grâce. Je vous salue Seigneur, vous salue en toute que ça s'appelle Jésus. Le Seigneur est à Jésus. Vous êtes sainte Marie, Mère de Dieu, priez pour nous. Jésus, pécheur, le fruit de vos entrailles, et béni votre nom. La Sainte Marie, je vous salue Marie, pleine de grâce. Je vous Seigneur.
So you're interested in being a co-host on Explain Strange Podcast. I'm going to give you the rundown on exactly what you're going to need to know, what we are looking for, and what will work best for you. So don't be shy, number one. All right, so we're going to go right through. First of all, it's three of us right now. It's Taylor, Tony, and myself. Two of us are from Texas. One is from North Carolina. So we're on two different time zones, put it that way. So sometimes we have guests coming from California. We have some from up north on the east end. We have some on the the west side, west end, and I'm talking about the United States. So we have to get times. Somebody's going to work with us with the time zones, and I really have a problem with that. Right now, Taylor's booked up. She's really getting a lot of them. I think we got a lot of them coming in. So. And then most of them want to do it for some reason. Most guests want to be on Thursdays or Sundays. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm not available on Thursdays and Sundays for Explain Strange Podcasts. I always am for Slap Recon because I do things over there. But I'm never available on a Sunday or Thursday or Sunday. So that's another thing. All right. So your location doesn't really matter. We just want you to know the time zones that we're in, and that's all I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Of course, there's no pay in this, but the only thing you can get out of it is hopefully the experience in doing this and the fun of coming out and helping this channel build, or this podcast build. So we need somebody who's a team player, who not shy. You can't really be shy. You got to really want to put your face out here. And if I can put this out here, you can. So, and you're okay with being on a podcast, and you're not shy about that. And then sometimes we do a live podcast, so, we kind of want somebody who's not going to go in there and freeze. Excuse my pillows up here. I had to throw them out of the way because I don't like them on the back where I'm at. For some reason, it doesn't work for me. I know I get in trouble a lot for that, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. So, and then... a desire to learn. We're going to teach you everything you need to know. If you don't know, and if you do know, that's fine. Maybe you can teach us. I'm good with that. Trust me. I don't have any problem with that. So the desire to learn, ready to share your ideas and be more than happy to give us suggestions. Even if you're not a podcaster already, it doesn't matter. If you're new in this and you have an idea, let me know. Just say, Slap, I got an idea that I think that might work. That's a suggestion. I'm good with that. I'm open to all suggestions, believe me, except taking my place. So, and then also we need somebody who's going to be ready to fill in. In the beginning, we don't expect you to do filling in too much, other than assisting and helping Taylor book some of these guests and get them lined up and talking to them and seeing what they're all about and screening them. I guess that's the word, screening. I guess I should have wrote that down, but I didn't. So. And again, Thursday and Sundays, Slap ain't, I'm just not available on the Explain Strange podcast for them days. So we're looking for somebody who can, you don't have to be the only days I can't work. No, it doesn't work. I'm saying somebody who can once in a while, because if Taylor gets one by herself, we try to do podcasts with two hosts, and then the guest. So Taylor has to go solo if she doesn't have anybody to go with her. And that doesn't mean you're going to go over there and run the show. It just, so you don't have to worry about that. She'll run the show. You're just y'all will discuss how y'all are going to handle the show, or she'll tell you more or less how it should run, and then y'all can do it like that. So, and also a good personality and attitude. You got to have a good attitude and a personality. Personality for the camera. Okay, and for the guest, you want to make sure you're understand. You want to listen to what they have to say. You want to work with them as they say what they say. You don't want to just direct it like somebody asks you a question and you go the other way. Anyway, and then throw them off. You want to kind of they're our guests, and we want to explain the strange. So when they're our guests, we want them to know. We want them to have the opportunity to give us their idea, their version of whatever the topic is, and we want to know so we can spread it out to the podcast to the people. So that's what we're all about. So, and then, and if you're somebody who, let's say that you kind of said in your back in your mind, you've been thinking, man, I wish I could do a podcast. I wouldn't mind doing a podcast, or I know I can do a podcast, and I wonder what it takes to do a podcast. Then you decided to go through there and you looked it up a little bit and then started seeing, well, you got to have this, you got to subscribe to that, you got to have the platform, you got to have where you're going to edit it, you got to have this and that. Yeah, and there's a little money involved, and that's just the way it is. Monthly fees or subscription fees, whatever you want to call them. No, but it doesn't cost you to be here. I handle all that. So, everything on ESP is my deal. I take care of all that. So this would be the place where you would say, hey, man, I can get on, try out with them, and if they take me, maybe we'll take you for, maybe you won't be the co-host that we choose on this one for this time, but we'll still keep you in mind and say, hey, once in a while, is it all right? Maybe we should still drag you in, and pull you in if we need you, like an emergency. So you'd be the 911. Who knows? I don't know. Let's see what you got. Don't be afraid to I hate to say apply, but don't be afraid to do the video interview, because that's what it's going to be, a video interview. So good personality and attitude, it's going to take that. So don't be afraid. If you always wanted to do this and you're just thinking about, hey, well, this is the place to try it out. And there's no drama here. No one's competing for no position. No one's going to fight for position here, because I'm the top dog, and that's just the way it's going to be. It stays that way. But anything you need to know, we're going to try to teach you. Anything you don't know and you think that we should know, then I'm going to find that out, and I'll take it from there. Okay? So now basically that's what we're looking for. Team players, somebody's not shy, good attitude, not afraid of being on a podcast, ready to share your ideas, and fill in, and then, just we ain't going to throw you in front of the camera until we know you're ready. You'll tell us, we'll let you know, or if we'll do a mock interview, and I think a mock one usually, for those who haven't done this, we'll do a mock interview, and that way you can get kind of used to it and everything, and then we'll throw you in front of the main one. So anyway, we're looking for a co-host. We need Taylor needs help. So come in here. You don't have to know anything about the paranormal. We do a lot of paranormal. That wasn't our intent, but we do it because we got a lot of teams that follow us and everything, and we have a lot of teams now and others that are in the field that are wanting to be on our podcast now. So we're getting, kind of more known than what we were. It's starting to grow a little bigger than what I expected, but that's a good thing. We're not a monetized ESP right now, so we're not doing this. We're trying to make the money like some people are, but they got the crowds, they got the subscribers, they got the friends, they've got the clientele or the watchers or whatever you want to call them, the audience. How's that? And we're not at that level yet, but we're pushing to get there. So if you're that person who just says, you know what, I was shy, or I was thinking about it, and I was kind of skeptical or whatever. Hey, feel comfortable. All you got to do is just leave a message. Leave a message at the bottom of this right here. Put it in the comments. I am interested. My name is Boom. Or you can just send a message. You can send it to Slap Recon. Just Slap Recon, and then just put on there and say, what do I have to do, or what is the next step, or whatever. And we'll try to set a time and a day for you to do a video interview. You'll do that with myself, or you'll do it with Taylor, and maybe even Tony. Tony's kind of like our resident specialist right now in certain fields, and that's what we do with him. So, but it doesn't matter as long as you're interviewed and one of them tell me that they think that you're good, then you're in. Because this ain't going to be just it possibly ain't going to be just one. We're thinking that we're going to have a couple like standbys, and that's what my idea is. So let's see what you know, see what you got. Show the slap. We're right here, and all you got to do is just leave a comment. So we need co-host for our ESP, which is Explain Strange Podcast. We'll hope to see you in the podcast. That will be a slap, and ESP is out.